So you're looking for an at-home legs and abdominal workout without needing any weights or fancy equipment required. Well, stay tuned, my friend, because in today's video, I'm going to give you a full workout that will help you achieve exactly that. Crew members, welcome back to the channel, friends. How you doing today? It's always good to see you on the other side of the camera. But if this is your first time here, you're not on board the Gains Training Express, you need to do so by subscribing to the channel now and turning on post notifications, because if you want to discover what your own body weight is truly capable of achieving, then you've come to the right place, my friend. So make sure you hit that button and turn that bell so you never miss a single video. I've realised I'm starting pointing this side, but wouldn't actually be this side, but somewhere around here. So the first paired set we're going to cover in this workout is, one leg squats and reverse hyperextensions to maximally load the quads, the glutes and the hamstrings through the use of our own body weight. And start out with pistol squats. In terms of the full form breakdown, of course I could talk about full range of motion, all that good stuff. But for a specific full in-depth tutorial on not only how to learn the pistol squat, but how to do it properly, then you can simply check out the card up here as I'll link you to a full pistol squat tutorial of mine that I have on this YouTube channel already. The pistol squat is definitely not an easy exercise, and so this exercise can be scaled down by actually decreasing the range of motion by doing seated pistol squats. So particularly if you're working at home, you can simply grab a chair and perform your pistol squats from there. And then from here, one thing I actually like to do with my clients is that, we'll pick, something like a chair where you can actually perform your pistol squats at around knee level, so that you squat at least parallel to the ground. And then we'll simply slowly, we'll improvise a bit, whether it's at home or at a gym, by using tools that they can use at a lower elevation. So we're gradually increasing the range of motion to the point where, boom, we're performing full pistol squats, ass to grass. And once you're doing full pistol squats, for an added challenge, if you have no access to weights, you can simply add a pause at the bottom of every repetition. And then from here, you can add another challenge by not only pausing at the bottom, but then forcefully exploding into a plyometric pistol squat jump. And boy, those quads, those hamstrings, and those glutes could be fatiguing and burning pretty damn fast, my friend. So paired with the pistol squat, we're going to do reverse hyperextensions, which is really great for building the glutes and hamstrings. So you're gonna start by lying flat on a strong and sturdy and preferably comfortable surface such as a bench, and with your chest and your stomach in contact with the bench, you're also going to position yourself to the point where you can fully flex and extend your legs and your knees in a full range of motion. So starting in the straddle position at start, you're simply going to pull up and back to the point where your legs are parallel to the ground, pause and squeeze at a peak contraction for a second, lower down with control, and repeat for repetitions. And oh man, that isometric pause at the top, your glute medius is gonna really hate you for it. To make the exercise easier, you can simply, remove the isometric pause at the top, but to make the exercise harder, you can, instead of having your legs straddle, you can have them together to further load the intensity of the exercise. So the second pairing we're gonna go through, which has already been covered in a previous recent video on this YouTube channel, is again, one leg squat variation and then bridging variation. So first, for the one leg squats, particularly a skater squat, what we're going to do is that we're going to start by balancing on one leg, and from our body tense from top to bottom, particularly our abs and our glutes. As we lower down control, we're going to bring the rear leg back, shift the weight backward to help the counterbalance. And as your rear knee briefly touches the ground, you're going to press back up forcefully and repeat on both sides equally. And if this one leg squat variation is too hard, you can simply perform strict step ups where you're performing a pretty similar exercise but providing more assistance from your rear leg. And then to make the exercise harder, you can simply, instead of doing strict step ups, you perform triple jump step ups where you literally perform a full range of motion of a squat on one leg, where your rear foot is literally doing no assistance whatsoever, it's literally just hovering. And so paired with the single leg squat, we're going to do single leg bridges. So starting with your hands by your chest, you're going to bring your non-working leg up towards your stomach, your knee bent, and then with your working leg, you're going to pull up and back with your heel, pause at the top for a second or two, and lower down control to really feel that contraction in those glutes and hamstrings. Again, to make the exercise easier, you can do this with both legs on the ground, but to make the exercise harder, you will form the single leg variation, but with your foot at an elevated surface. And now the third and last pairing, we're going to do some abs and calves. And if you've been on board the Gains Training Express for a while, you'll know, if there's literally only one ab exercise you can do, it would be the hanging leg raise. And to keep this video short and sweet, I'm not going to go into full detail because I have a full tutorial on hanging knee raises and hanging leg raises already. So if that tickles your fancy, I'll link a card up here for you to check out. But of course, the main thing is to ensure that you're performing the exercise as best as you possibly can without swaying, kipping, using any excess momentum, to ensure that all the tension and all the load is placed on the abs. To make the exercise easier, you can simply perform this on the ground by reducing the resistance so that you can actually focus on an exercise that is challenging but also manageable to the extent that you can progress as best as possible to get the best results possible based on your given strength level. And then once you progress onto hanging leg raises and hanging leg raises get too easy, you can simply extend that range of motion by performing toes to bars. So instead of raising up so that your legs are parallel to the ground, or keeping your body as straight as possible, you simply raise your legs up to the point where your feet, as the name suggests, makes contact with the bar. And man, if you're doing these, your abs are going to be very strong and very powerful. And probably pretty damn good looking too. And last but not least, we cannot forget about those calves with calf raises. And when you're performing calf raises, you actually want to perform them at an elevation so you get a full stretch in the calf, because not only does this actually increase the range of motion to further increase the strength of the gastrocnemius, you're also going to actually improve your ankle mobility at the same time, which is very important for, you know, overall leg strength and development. And you know, as you've seen in the suggestions before in this video, you know, if you want to make the exercise easy, you simply perform, you know, the exercise with both limbs on the ground. And to make the exercise harder, you simply perform one leg at a time. And you know, in terms of the sets, the reps, the tempo, the rest, exercise selection, all that good stuff, it's going to vary, you know, depending on each person to person. But to give you a good rule of thumb and, you know, a template of how you may want to structure your own at-home leg workout, and I'll leave a structure out here of how, you know, based on the exercise given in this video, how you may want to follow it yourself. So you can adjust it based on your goals, your needs, your strength level, all that good stuff, so that you can make the best gains possible in your bodyweight workouts. And so, with that said, if you like this video, you enjoy my content, you enjoy watching every single minute, every single second of this video, make sure to give this video, actually don't give it, smash that like button and comment down below that this video came in good hands. And you know, if you want to and you are serious about getting in the best shape of your life over the next 12 weeks without having to go to an overcrowded gym if you don't want to, then you can by all means check out my online coaching program, the Bodyweight Transformation Blueprint, where I will simply guide you one-on-one to gaining the results you desire and deserve. So if you are serious and you want to reserve your spot before there's no spots left, then you can click the link down below now to apply for the program to see if we are a good fit to work together. And if we are a good fit to work together, then, you know, who knows? You and I may be official teammates in the next few days. So remember, opportunities don't come to those that wait. And if you are truly serious, I will see you on the other side, my friend. I'll catch you over there.